I know many of you guys are about to build your own virtual production studio, maybe to transform your current studio, or maybe to build a green screen studio or virtual production studio from scratch. So today we have some numbers, what other green screen or what other virtual production studios are charging. Not only green screen, but I have an example for an LED studio in Los Angeles, a green screen virtual production studio in Los Angeles, and we also have a look at the numbers from Richard Fransson from Sweden. So also outside of Los Angeles, he has the green screen virtual production studios. So what do these studios charge their clients, and how much can you potentially charge your clients when your studios are ready? Okay, so first of all, let's share my screen. Also at the very end, if you're interested, I will share my setup today. It's a little different from the previous videos. So let's search for virtual production stage Los Angeles. First, let's go with the LED Walls studios. So I made inquiries before with these studios with one of them, and I cannot remember if it was Excite or if it was XR. One of these two was it. But when you have a look at the websites, they are well, these are big studios. These are big studios with LED walls, and the rate for a studio like this is the daily rate for a studio like this is between $30,000 and $50,000 for one day. So I was surprised that it was that high, because I made a serious inquiry, because I thought, okay, here we're shooting music videos for one day. I want to rent an LED wall studio just for fun. I really wanted to do that, and when I heard the price, $30,000 to $50,000, no, I obviously couldn't do this. I was surprised. I really didn't know that it was so high, but I can understand it. I mean, first of all, Los Angeles is expensive, and also it's a big studio. I mean, they not only have the LED wall, but also expensive cameras. You can check out the stage. So I'm not sure if it was XR stage or Excite Labs. I think it was XR stage, and I think Excite Labs is even bigger, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Maybe I just said the opposite. They have also the green screen. Okay, it was one of these two studios. I also have to add, and I think that makes a difference, that these virtual sets from these companies here are a little more special than what I saw from other studios, from cheaper studios. And I think they are more into visual arts, so they have more background, how to create the sets. If you ask me, if I'm a client, I care about the end result, and I don't care what technique is used. And of course, if the visual effects, if it really looks beautiful or very, very nice, I think that's definitely something you can charge for. Okay, so it was one of these two studios, yeah. Don't get me. Please don't be too serious about this. So another one is when we search for virtual production studio, a green screen studio. I think that was one of the first virtual production studios in Los Angeles, LA Castle Studios. I saw them also a couple of years ago, and I think back in the days I made an inquiry. And I had no idea about virtual production, but I know that that was like a virtual reality, virtual reality studio. And they were charging, I think, $1,500 per hour. So when I made an inquiry after I talked to the LED Wall studio with a $50,000 or $30,000 to $50,000 per day, I thought, okay, let's try this one. So they sent me an offer for $15,000, so much cheaper. Still, I was still surprised that it's so much. I mean, it's a big studio. It's a little outside of Los Angeles. I think what they are showing here from these sets, I think there's a lot like marketplace assets, like pre-made scenes. So there are some scenes I saw before. I think I'm not 100% sure of it. I think what I saw here in this reel were like also this. Yeah, I think there are definitely some, especially this one. This is from the Unreal Engine Marketplace. I'm not 100% sure, but very sure. No, I mean, it's, if you have a closer look to the studio, they also have like some amenities, and so not only talk show sets, game show sets, and the facility itself, they have enough space like here for people to play billiard, like a backstage area and so on. Probably this is also important. So it's not a small studio. Okay, but $15,000 a day. So the studio itself is not too big. Yeah, they have a crane. I'm pretty sure they have a very professional tracking system. It looks like they have Moses, maybe Stipe as a tracking system. And so this is not virtual. This is the actual studio. No, this is virtual. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the second one. Let's have a look now at Virtual Star Studios. Richard Franson. So he is one of these guys. He's from Sweden, and he made the first virtual production videos on YouTube, I think. I'm not sure if he was the very first one, but he started, he had some popular videos also on the Vive trackers back in the days with Ximmetry. So he has a studio in Sweden, and it's definitely a smaller studio than the other studios we saw before. I think he's very good with it on the technical side. I think he's very good. He has a cheaper tracking system, definitely. Get very professional results. And the prices, he has his pricing on the website. Oh, not anymore. Download the you have to sign up for the price list. So when I saw his prices, they were between $5,000 a day till $11,000 per day. So he had different packages, and I definitely can understand that there's a price range, because it really depends on the preparation. I think all these prices definitely include staff, so multiple people who operate the studio as well. Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, I'm still surprised the prices are, for me, it was high when I heard it the first time. I don't want to say that prices are really high. I mean, we are on the other side, we are the studios. That makes me happy that prices are about this range. No, I was wondering, because I don't have the studio background, like operating a studio, I was wondering that there are clients who pay that much money. Yeah. On the other side, I totally understand. You have people, you have the technique, and you have to use also not outdated equipment and so on. You have to be updated. I can definitely understand this. The question is, so who pays this? So luckily, I live not only in Los Angeles, I live in the heart of Hollywood. And in the building where I'm living, there are like movie producers, VFX artists, actors, musicians, so many people from the industry. So luckily, there are two executive producers, one for commercials, another one for film, who are living in this building. And I asked them, hey, who pays $50,000 a day for a shooting day for a studio? And he said, no, that's actually cheap. If you have a set, can easily cost like $80,000, $100,000 a day. If it's like something you can do with a virtual set, if you would build it in real life, it would be much more expensive. And I didn't know that. No, it's good to know. That's why I also wanted to share with you guys some perspective. I had a call with someone 2 days ago, and he was thinking about like charging maybe $800 a day, something like this. So maybe time to rethink after we saw this. Okay, I think in the process of developing something, I mean, prices and shouldn't be number one, and the reason why we do all this, I mean, it should be fun. I think it's important to create something great, and then you will get clients if you show your work and create great work. So don't forget this. Also, I wanted to share now my little setup, what I have here in my... How much do I charge for my bedroom studio? I have no idea.